Okay, this video is all about how to convert between imperial and metric units. Imperial units being more old-fashioned style measures like inches, yards, pints and gallons into more modern-day metric units like centimetres, metres and litres. So we'll look first at imperial units of length. Now on this slide here, we've got a few key facts that we need to remember. So 1 inch is 2.5 centimetres, 1 yard is 0.9 metres, and 1 mile is 1.6 kilometres. So we'll look at converting some measurements together. Now the first example I've got here is convert 5 inches to centimetres. Okay, so the way in which I go about doing this is I think, right, which of these 3 facts at the top of the slide do I need? I'm looking at inches to centimetres, so it's this one here that I want to use. Now, if I know that 1 inch is equal to 2.5 centimetres, and I want 5 inches, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 5 inches underneath here, and I want to know how many centimetres that is. So I compare the two. Now, what is it that I'm doing to 1 to get to 5? I'm multiplying by 5. So I've got to multiply by 5 here as well, so everything's all equal. So 5 lots of 2.5. Okay, so if I'm doing 2.5 times 5, I know that 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, and add that 2 gives me 12. So the answer is 12.5 centimetres. If we look at another example here, and I want to convert yards to metres, here I'm looking at the top again, I'm thinking which one's appropriate here. I want to use this one. 1 yard is 0.9 metres. I want to work out 4 yards. So I'm saying how many metres is it? So what have I done here? I'm multiplying by 4. So here I need to multiply by 4. So I'm doing 0.9 multiplied by 4. 4 9s are 36, 4 zeros are 0, add on the 3 gives me 3.6 metres. And then my last example on looking at metric units of length is 6 miles into kilometres. So if I'm converting miles to kilometres, this is the one here I want to use. So 1 mile is 1.6 kilometres. I want to focus on 6 miles because that's what my question's telling me. I want to know how many kilometres. I'm multiplying by 6 this time. So I've got to do 1.6 times 6. 6 6s are 36, 6 1s are 6, add on the 3 is 9.6 kilometres. Always think to yourself, does that seem like a sensible answer? And in this case, I think it does. Right, so that's length, okay? All distances. We can also do this for metric units, imperial units of mass, okay? So imperial units of mass would be ounces or pounds or even stones sometimes, okay? So our key facts here are 1 ounce is 28 grams, and then 1 pound is 450 grams, and you know from when we converted between metric units that 450 grams is the same as 0.5 kilograms. So let's have a look at some examples together. I've got here that I want to convert 5 ounces into grams. So I know that 1 ounce, okay, 1 ounce, we can write ounces as OZ for short. is the same as 28 grams. I want to convert 5 ounces. And in maths, we sometimes put a cross through our Z so it doesn't look like a 2. So I'm multiplying by 5. So I've got to do 28 multiplied by 5. 28 multiplied by 5. 5 eighths are 40. 2 5s are 10. Add on the 4 is 14. Okay, so 140 grams. Now, if you're not a fan of this way of multiplication, you could do it a different way. You could say, oh, I'll do it grid method, and I need to do 28 multiplied by 5. So 5 20s are 100, 5 8s are 40, and if I add those up, I get 140, the same answer. Let's have a look at another example. If we have a look at converting 7 pounds to kilograms. Okay, this one here. So 7 pounds. So I'm looking at this one here. Oh, now I want to convert it to kilograms. So I know that 1 pound is 0.45 kilograms. So 1 pound is 0.45 kilograms. I want 7 of them this time. So I'm multiplying by 7. So I want to do 0.45 multiplied by 7. 7 5s are 35. 7 4s are 28. Add on 3 is 31. So 3.15, and that seems like a sensible answer. 7 lots of nearly a half. Okay, so that's mass, the weight of things, okay? We can also do this, consider it all for capacity, the space inside things like bottles or tanks. And we measure that in liquids, so the imperial units would be pints or gallons. And then in metric units, we talk about milliliters. So a can of Coke is 330 milliliters. Or a massive bottle of Diet Coke, the sort that you would buy in the supermarkets, they're usually 2 litres. Okay, and we've got those key facts there. And then if we do an example, we want to convert pints into litres. Okay, I could say 1 pint is 0.57 litres. That's my fact I want to use. I don't need to look at the gallons one because there's nothing written in my question about gallons. I'm looking at pints. I want 6 pints. So I'm multiplying by 6. And if I multiply that by 6, 0.57 multiplied by 6. 6 7s are 42, 6 5s are 30, add on the 4 is 34. So the answer is 3.42 litres. And the very last example I want to show you on converting imperial units is a gallons question. So here we've got 4 gallons to litres. So gallons and litres is going to be this fact here. So 1 gallon is 4.5 litres. So 4 gallons, I'm multiplying by 4. So 4.5 multiplied by 4 is 4 5s are 20, 4 4s are 16, add on the 2 is 18. So it's 18 litres. I don't need to write the 0.0. Okay, there we are. So if you're stuck on any questions, now you can just rewind and find an example that's similar to yours, and you can refer to your notes as well.